everyone, today we are on day 21 of our Plasticine advent calendar. Let's have a look and see what is behind the door. So here's 21. Let's see if we can get this open. These ones near the top of the advent calendar always seem to be a little bit more tricky to get open than the ones that are further down. Look. So let's just push that in. Try and get my nail behind that. Oh, I hope this is good because this one doesn't seem to want to open. Here we are. Oops, it's ripped. Oh dear, we were doing so well. There we go. Ooh, interesting. So this is something a bit similar to what we've already done before, but with a bit of a twist. So today we are making a teardrop bauble. Let's have a look at the instructions. Oh wow, this is a bit fancy. I've got some of these on my tree. So it looks like the only colours we need today are red and white. So I'm going to get those out and I'll see you again in a minute. Right, here we are, we're ready to go. Now, because we're using white, I'm going to get those bits ready first, or as many as we can. So we need to make some small discs to decorate. So I'm going to do that. How many have they got? I've got about 6. So I've got a little bit of white. I'm going to roll it between my fingers and then I'm going to break some bits off. And it looks like they need to be really, really small. So really, really tiny, our little discs. Just going to roll them into little balls at the moment. I don't like that one because that's got some, looks like it's got some red mixed into it or something. So I'll do a few more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 'One's a bit bigger. 5 and 6. And then it says about rolling 5 strips and wrap them around the bauble. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to start off just by making one long strip. And I think what I'll do, because we don't know how long our how big our bauble's going to be, we're not going to know how long these need to be. So I'm going to make about 3 long strips to start with, because we might end up cutting these in half. So 1, and we've always got plenty of plasticine if we need to make some more. So here we go. I'm going to take some off there because I've just realised I've got far too much, and it might be that we make those strips even thinner. So this is our second one. 2. Let's do one more, see how we get on with them. I know they're not quite the same length, but we don't need to worry too much about that at the moment, as long as we've got the main bits ready. And I'm looking ahead while I'm rolling this, and this bit over here says that we need to make a small cylinder to go on the top. Well, I'm going to get a little bit ready, but I'm not going to make it into a cylinder yet, because again, we're not quite sure how big our bauble's going to be. And we don't want to make one that's either too small or too big for our bauble. So there we go. And I'm just going to roll this ready. So we've got another bit of white rolled into a ball that we can make either a bit bigger or a bit smaller if we need to. And then there's a strip we need to make for the end, but we'll probably get that out of here. So the next bit, get some red, and we're going to roll an oval shape. Oops, I think a bit of red's just fallen on the floor, or something has. I'll have to pick that up later. So a bit of red. Might add a little bit more to that. Going to roll it into my hands first. make it into a ball, and then it'll be easier to make it into an oval. So there we go. So then we're just going to roll it between our palms to kind of make that oval shape. There we are. I'm going to roll it out a bit more on here. And then looking at it, it says we need to pull each end to make a bauble, but I'm just going to squeeze that between my fingers. In fact, I'm going to roll it like this. So you know, like we've tried to make those teardrop shapes before and we've rolled them a little bit. I'm just going to kind of do that, but not make it into as much of a point. There we are. That's it. And then when we've done that, we can squeeze these bits a little bit and turn it round to make it into a bit more of a bauble shape. So that is the shape of our bauble. I'm quite happy with that. So the next thing then, it says here we've got our small discs and those 5 strips to wrap around the bauble. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't know where the number 5 is. Let's turn it over and have a look. Yeah, so again it's like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting. Never mind, let's have a go. So we're going to try and make it look a little bit like this. So they've got that middle bit, kind of starting from here, and it goes around, and then it comes around here. So it goes around the back of it. It's like it's giving it a hug. So there we are. There's one bit. We've got a little bit left there, look, which I thought we probably would have. And then I think this might need to be a bit thinner. So I'm going to roll this a bit thinner. I'm going to do that bit around the bottom. So again, that bit around the bottom looks like it's probably just giving it a hug. Still needs to be a bit thinner. There we are. I'm going to put that there, and all I'm going to do, wrap it around just like this. I'm going to break it off there because it doesn't need to go all the way around. So I've got that bit and that bit. The next one, this bit I've got left over, I'm going to make it a little bit thinner because we're going to do those wiggly bits. So let's do those. And I'm going to cut this in half because we're not going to need all of that. And it looks like a backward S. So if I shape it first to show you what I mean, well, it's a bit like a capital N. It's like a capital N, but without the pointy bits. So if we put that sort of around here, I'm going to curl it in a bit more just to make it look a little bit more fancy. There we are. And then another bit that looks like a capital N to go on the bottom. Don't know if this one might be a bit too big, but let's see, because it doesn't need to be in exactly the same place. So we'll have that going around there like this. There we go. Then before I put these little dots on, I'm going to make the end. So again, for the top we need to make a small cylinder. So I have literally got the size of a pea here. Rolling it between my fingers once I've rolled it into a ball, then I'm going to flatten the end. That will make our cylinder. It says push the end of the tool into one end to make a dent for the bauble. So I'm going to, I don't know if that's really going to work, but let's just pop it in there, look. Roll it round a little bit, because what it's going to do is hopefully going to sit on here like a bit of a hat, which it is doing. That's a good idea. I like that. And then we have got, do you know, for some reason this is reminding me of Santa's hat. We've got this bit that we're going to put onto the end here for almost that little hook, a bit that we put our thread through to hang it off the tree. And then we've got these bits. So we're going to make some little discs. We've got our discs, we're going to flatten them. And they can just go on wherever you want to put them. I think if I was doing this again, I'd have a swirly bit going all the way around it. That's what I'd probably do. There we are. That seems to be looking okay. Pop another bit up here. There we go. So for day 21, here is our teardrop bauble. And again, you can see these discs are quite big. If you're doing it, you could make them a bit smaller. You could put some different colours on, whatever you want to do. And I might just pinch that bit out at the bottom, just to make it a bit more of that teardrop shape. There we are. There is our teardrop bauble for day 21. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 22. Bye.